Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be fully breaking down the EZA to the Dokkan Festival exclusive MVP 17, and of course do some team builds to help you complete the Extreme Z battle. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yeah, a unit that I would say definitely needed an EZA like most units, but in this case, it's a valuable unit, and I think they did overall a good job to make it valuable. Again, don't expect Dokkan Festival exclusives or other EZAs to be like the best units in the game. The question is this unit now relevant within the current meta? And again, I think they did an overall pretty good job of making it valuable, as this is the MVP 17. So the leader skill, of course, did change from 130% defense to 170% across the board for HP, attack, and defense for Android category. And as I always mention, we're at the 200% meta, but 170% is still somewhat relevant for a majority of the content. But for the super hard content, 200% of course is going to be a lot more useful. Now you do have a secondary leader skill here at super physical type, key plus 3 HP, attack, defense 120%, good for battlefield and those types of events there, things that you would need some sort of type advantage. You know, for example, maybe like a burst mode is another reason to go ahead and use that as well. Now the super attack, they did add raises at defense for 1 turn, so that is of course very beneficial. A 30% boost there for 1 turn, and of course if you get an additional super attack off, you're going to continue to get that raised up there. Now if they ended up actually doing like a cooler and stack this unit, it would be pretty incredible. But hey, you know what, I think it's still relevant and solid at raises defense for 1 turn. That's the added piece there. It causes immense damage to enemy, and of course the EZA immense damage is the highest SA multiplier in the game. I always continue to say that. And then of course lowers attack and defense. Super Battle Road is a very good benefit to have that on there. So if you look at then the passive skill, they really didn't do too much, but what they did was very beneficial. So one of the things that they did was add the attack and defense 120% unconditionally. Now before it just had attack 120% for super attacks. So this is a huge boost overall. So, and they kept the additional attack 120% for performing a super attack. So it's really a 120% boost to attack and defense overall, and then some, and a few of these other items here. You know, I didn't do, oh no, that's all correct there. So the defense, you're also going to get additional defense 17% up to another 50% there. So again, that's very beneficial. They might as well just should have did 51, because what you're looking for is 3, right? You're looking at 3 attacks received, then you max it out at the 50% or 51%. So, and then the all allies key plus 3 defense 60%. What they did end up actually removing, or actually didn't even remove that, they just kept it there. And that's really why this unit was already very beneficial. You can still run it on teams even without this EZA to have a defensive boost. Of course, you're kind of a sitting duck in if your HP was under or over 77%. But now you're a major tank when you're under 77%, or even over 77%. You can still take some damage, or really, I would say eat like end game super attacks, but you know, other events you'll be still fine, because you also get reduces damage by 17%, so that's flat out available there, and you get that ridiculous reduced damage by 40% when HP is 77% or below, and you also get an additional defense to 70% to all allies. So you can get 77% to all allies and key plus 3 as a defensive support unit. So very relevant, very powerful, and I think that's the reason why I would say this was a very good upgrade overall. Link skills, very Android 17 and 18, right? Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Infinite Entry, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. Remember, this is MVP 17, so yes, he is going to be on Tournament of Power. Categories: Android Universal Survival Saga, Representative Universe 7, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Defender of Justice, Battle of Fate, and Superheroes. So 10 other categories you can run this on. And for example, like Superheroes is already ridiculously good. Now you have an additional support unit that you can do a defensive support up to 77% if your HP is below 77. Kind of crazy. I'm going to mention some other teams that this unit's going to be very relevant on, and it's going to make some really nice upgrades, but superheroes is one of them, right? It's like, okay, I'm just going to throw them in on superheroes, and you make that team even better, which is, again, ridiculous. Now, the stat increase is very strong: 18,920 for HP, 19,485, almost 19,500 for attack, and defense is almost at 13,000, which is really strong at 12,998. So again, overall, I think they did a really, really good job. Could have made it better, sure. I don't think anybody should be disappointed because this unit is now relevant in the current meta. Is it busted? Not necessarily. If it's under, if your HP is below 77%, it's busted. But as a support unit, a very, very super good support unit. Now, looking at the rest of the 17 here, the best link partner is going to be the LR Representative Universe 7. So unfortunately, it could benefit from the defensive boost there, but until this unit gets the easy A, it's not overly relevant in the current meta. Still love the like the card art, the unit of itself, but once it gets its easy A, then these two guys linked together, it's going to be pretty incredible. And who knows, that might happen pretty soon, sooner than later. Now, when you're looking at other rotations or links that you can link up with, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 is a very, very interesting link up, right? So if you don't have one or the other, MVP 17 could be a kind of additional support, right? So because, Android, or sorry, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, did I say Android 1 and Android 2? Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, Gamma 1 does the defensive support. So if you don't have Gamma 1, you can run a Gamma 2 team, which has the Android category on there, and provide that defense in that same rotation. Yes, you're only going to get 3 key link, or not key links, but 3 links, and you're going to get Android Assault, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle, but still, that's still a very, very strong defensive boost there. Now, of course, you can get more defense on the Gamma 1, running that as a particular unit if you don't have Gamma 2. But of course, if you run this as a floater in that rotation there, even stronger. So very, very strong there. Now, when they EZA and LR51, which hopefully that's soon as well, it's a unusable unit right now, but that's going to have 5 links and pretty solid overall. So anyway, I think in the Android world of things, this actually works out very well. As a very good support unit, or even a main rotation, is the MVP 17. When you look at like Universal Survival Saga, you can look at some of these partners that he can run with. The LR Freeku, he's going to have 4 links, and again, you're going to have that defensive of 77%. So if you can't get the additional boost when it comes to the 18 key super attack or attack down, or a defensive down for that unit, then again, MVP 17 comes in really strong. You can, of course, run this with the Friezas for Universal Survivor Saga Universe 7, but they're not generally very, well, I'll take that back. The Frieza is not bad. The physical Frieza in 17, yeah, yuck, right? That's awful. But here with Evolution Vegeta, yes, you're only getting 2 links, Tournament Power and Fierce Battle, but the biggest issue is the defense of mechanic initially with Vegeta, but then when he gets hit multiple times, that damage mitigation kicks in and he becomes very strong. So very, very good support unit for a Evolution Vegeta. Now, when you look at other teams that you can run on, besides like superheroes, you have like Representative Universe and Universal Survivor Saga. That EZA Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku really gets to upgrade if you run him in the main rotation or even as a floater. He's going to be great on Battle of Wits, Final Trump card, and Battle of Fate. The new 8-year anniversary units that just came out is going to be very, very beneficial as well. So again, overall, relevant. It's going to be a relevant unit. So now let's go ahead and turn the page and talk about how to go ahead and beat the Extreme Z battle. Pretty simple, right? You bring Universal Survivor Saga a team on it, and luckily there's a lot of free-to-play units. But generally, I would say most of you should have Universal Survivor Saga units. Now, the downfall is you can't bring any Int or AGL units. So the best team that you will probably end up running is a full strength team that's Universal Survival Saga, and it should do its job. So if you bring this team here, you should be okay, or a version of this team. Now, I did put in the Kaba and the hit 50% support. It's going to only run for, you know, a certain class like super or extreme. So you can run like the hit with the hit coup, and then you can run the Kaba with, you know, one of the other super class units on there, and you should be just fine in the main rotation. But or don't even put them on there, and you can just have this team here, and you will do just fine. So again, with the Tournament of Power key link on here, most of these individuals are going to super very easily, and you can probably put this on auto mode, especially if you have the EZA Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. That guy is just going to crush this event, no problem. Now, if you don't have a particular units and you need different leaders, you always are going to bring Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as a friend, right? So you could bring the free-to-play UI Goku, right? Whether you have to take the other UI Goku out, you can bring the 177% Representative Universe 7 team on there, but then you have to bring in all Universe, you know, Representative Universe 7, which is a little bit light, as you can see on this grouping here. So those are some of the other options that you can use. Now, you can use some free-to-play units like Master Roshi. You can bring like the Jiren and Topo combo. You can even bring that EZA hit here, and he should do okay, but he's not going to stun anybody, unfortunately, but still should be fine. Yeah, Universal Survivor Saga, if you bring any unit besides AGL or INT, you're just going to crush it. So really not too much to go over when it comes to like team builds and how to beat this event. And just again, you know, with free-to-play units that are out there, you should be able to develop a team strong enough to go ahead and complete this. So I think this might be one of the easier EZAs to get the medals on, again, because there are a lot of strength units that you can use, and they're all Universal Survivor Saga. So this is probably the team I'm going to bring and just go ahead and easily crush it. So anyway, pretty short discussion when it comes to the Extreme Z battle, and did mostly on the breakdown here. So anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.